Welcome to another episode of our Literature Lessons series, where we explore the remarkable lives and works of influential authors. Today, we delve into the world of George Orwell, a writer whose novels have transcended generations. Best known for his thought-provoking dystopian tales, Orwell used his stories to critique society, government, and human nature. From his experiences during tumultuous historical events to the ideologies he championed, Orwell's work has left an indelible mark on modern literature. In this episode, we'll uncover the essence of his most famous works, including Animal Farm in 1984, and examine key themes that resonate with readers today. George Orwell, born Eric Arthur Blair in 1903, was an English novelist, essayist, journalist, and critic, celebrated for his fierce political insight and engaging prose. Throughout his life, Orwell was acutely aware of social injustice and the dangers of totalitarianism, beliefs that profoundly influenced his writing. One of his most enduring works is 1984, published in 1949, which is often hailed as a cornerstone of dystopian literature. This novel depicts a future society dominated by a totalitarian regime known as Ingsoc, or English socialism, led by the omnipresent figure of Big Brother. The protagonist, Winston Smith, works at the Ministry of Truth, where his job involves altering historical records to align with party propaganda. As the story unfolds, Winston becomes increasingly disillusioned with the party, embarking on a forbidden love affair with a co-worker named Julia and joining an underground resistance. However, his rebellion is short-lived. He is captured, tortured, and forced to betray Julia, illustrating the brutal lengths to which oppressive regimes will go to maintain control. The book touches on pivotal themes such as surveillance, censorship, and the manipulation of truth, showcasing the terrifying reach of government authority. Orwell introduced us to concepts that have permeated our cultural lexicon, including Big Brother, doublethink, newspeak, and thought crime, effectively warning readers about the ramifications of unchecked power. Aside from 1984, another iconic work by Orwell is the allegorical novella Animal Farm, published in 1945. This tale uses farm animals to satirize the Russian Revolution and the subsequent Stalinist regime. The story unfolds as the animals, led by pigs Napoleon and Snowball, rebel against their human owner, Mr. Jones. While initially committed to the ideals of animalism, which promised equality and freedom, the pigs gradually become corrupt. Napoleon, who rises to power, ultimately becomes a tyrant, betraying the very principles the revolution sought to uphold. A key phrase encapsulating the novella's message is, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, highlighting the hypocrisy and the corrosive nature of power. These narratives reflect Orwell's deep skepticism of authority and the often tragic betrayal of revolutionary ideals. Language plays a crucial role in both 1984 and Animal Farm. In 1984, the concept of newspeak is introduced. This official language of the party is intentionally designed to restrict the range of thought and eliminate rebellious ideas by reducing vocabulary. By continually narrowing the language, the party aims to make dissent not only illegal but inconceivable. Orwell emphasized that the manipulation of language is a central tool of tyranny, as it can shape reality and influence how people think. Additionally, in his essay Politics and the English Language, he argued that vague, obfuscating language reflects political decay and the need for clarity in writing. Orwell maintained that clear, precise communication is vital for preserving individual freedoms and combating tyranny. Examining Orwell's political beliefs provides insight into his writing framework. A democratic socialist, Orwell was vehemently opposed to totalitarianism and authoritarianism across the spectrum. His involvement in the Spanish Civil War, where he fought for the Republicans, left him disillusioned by the Soviet communism he witnessed there. This experience profoundly shaped his perceptions of power and government oppression. He also criticized British imperialism, articulating a vision of social justice and advocating for a more equitable society. His commitment to speaking truth to power underpins his legacy as a writer, exemplifying literature's power as a vehicle for political critique. Furthermore, Orwell's experiences extended beyond fiction. He was a war correspondent during pivotal moments like the Spanish Civil War and World War II, providing him with first-hand knowledge of conflicts' horrors and the impact of authoritarian governance. His works have undeniable relevance today, continuing to be studied and discussed in light of contemporary political climates. It's interesting to note that when Animal Farm was first written, several publishers rejected it, fearing repercussions from the Soviet Union, Britain's ally during World War II. Eventually, its publication was met with immediate success, cementing its importance in both literature and political thought. Orwell's emphasis on clear writing and the integrity of language has influenced generations of authors, particularly in the realm of political writing. His legacy also extends to the broader dystopian genre. Orwell's portrayal of totalitarianism and the struggles for truth and individuality in 1984 has inspired countless writers in the dystopian and political fiction realms. Terms and themes introduced by Orwell have been echoed in various forms of media, influencing works from The Handmaid's Tale to films like V for Vendetta, demonstrating the lasting impact of his reflections on society. In conclusion, George Orwell's contributions to literature and political thought have shaped our understanding of freedom, truth, and the moral responsibilities of writers. His stories challenge readers to reflect on the systems of power that govern society and the importance of individual liberties. His exploration of language as a means of control emphasizes the intrinsic link between words and thought, a caution that is more relevant than ever in our complex, media-saturated world. Today, we wandered through the life and legacy of George Orwell, a masterful critic of society whose works remain indispensable in the exploration of dystopian fiction. We learned about his formative experiences that influenced his political beliefs, the powerful narratives of 1984 and Animal Farm, and the significant themes of language and power woven throughout his writings. Regardless of the changing political landscape, Orwell's lessons about truth, freedom, and the manipulation of language resonate deeply, urging us all to be vigilant in our pursuit of justice and clarity in communication. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening episode of Literature Lessons. George Orwell's critical gaze and indelible contributions not only shaped the literary world but also continue to inspire important conversations about power and accountability. We hope you've gained insight and appreciation for his work and the ways in which it impacts our lives today. Be sure to tune in next time as we explore another fascinating author and their work that left a mark on the canvas of literature.